Today, let's talk about the Piccolo versus a Cortado. Do you know the difference between these two coffee drinks? Can you make them as a barista? Or can you properly order for them if you walk into a coffee shop? If you're someone who struggles to understand the difference between a Piccolo and a Cortado, this is a video for you. It's a simple coffee educational video where I'm going to be explaining to you each and everything that you must know between a Cortado and a Piccolo in the easiest way possible, that even if you're a beginner barista, aspiring barista, home barista, you will fully understand the difference between these two coffee drinks. And since these two coffee drinks are creating debate between baristas, I've received countless questions about these two coffee drinks while training baristas, and even through my different videos. Many baristas have been asking me what is the best way of making a Piccolo and a Cortado. And for this video, I'm going to show you how I make a Cortado and a Piccolo. I'm going to be talking about the origin so that we can know why these two coffee drinks were invented and why we are adding them on our coffee menu. Then it's going to be very easy for us to come up with a good recipe for making these two coffee drinks. It will be easy for us as baristas to upsell them to our customers so that we can give them the best coffee experience. My goal for this channel is for me and you to be able to make the best tasting cup of coffee. Without wasting any time, let's dive in. Let's start by understanding the origin of these two coffee drinks, starting off with the Piccolo, which was invented in Australia. This coffee drink was invented by coffee roasters and baristas who wanted to taste more of their coffee, but they were tired of consuming too much milk. So they ended up inventing this coffee drink. It's also sometimes called as the smaller version of a latte. This is because it has 1 part espresso and 3 parts of milk and foam. Whereas on the other hand, a Cortado, which is known to have originated from Spain, where the word Cortado is almost as cutting. The milk just cuts through the espresso, giving you that well taste of your espresso with just a little bit of milk. And this is why its ratio is 1:1. So 1 part espresso and 1 part steamed milk with just a little bit of foam. Let me show you how I make a Cortado and a Piccolo in the easiest way possible. Most times a Piccolo and a Cortado are both served in the glass. So these are 3-ounce glasses, or you can use ceramic cups. And after having our 2 glasses which are 3-ounce, I'm going to be using a single shot for my Piccolo and I'm going to be using a double shot for my Cortado. For you to have the best taste experience of your Cortado and a Piccolo, you need to know how to properly make a good shot of espresso. So I start by grinding my coffee. I'm using 20 grams of coffee. After grinding, I'll distribute and evenly tap it very well, so that you can have a good extraction when making your shot of espresso. To make a Piccolo, I put 2 glasses at the spal so that I can make a single shot of espresso. And my total yield out is going to be 40. So these are my single shots of espresso that I'm going to be using for the Piccolo. And next, let's extract our double shot of espresso for the Cortado. I put the glass below and I'm going to be extracting all the 40 ml of liquid in my glass. So this is my double shot of espresso that I'm going to be using for the Cortado, and this is a single shot of espresso. I'm going to be adding in almost equal parts of milk on this espresso. And for the Piccolo, I'm going to be adding in 3 parts of milk for this shot of espresso. And now let's steam our milk for the Piccolo and the Cortado. I'm going to be steaming in one jug because these two coffee drinks have the same milk texture. So I can steam both of them at the same time. And for this video, I'm going to be changing something because for my previous videos, I always use the full fat milk. This time around, I'm using oat milk. So I add it in my jug. And you can also make a good latte art on these two coffee drinks. If you want to make good latte art, you need to know how to properly steam and texture your milk for latte art. I'm going to be showing you how I steam my milk, but it's going to be a fast one because I have a full detailed video about milk steaming, which I'll link in the description below. Check it out after this video if you're someone struggling to perfectly steam your milk. Then position it in the center, slightly on the side. We're going to start by adding in air into the milk, then texturing it. You hear that paper tearing sound? That means we are adding in air. Depending on the espresso machine you're using, it's how long or short you add in air. After you add in enough air, you lift up your jug to texture the milk, creating that round vortex. Wait until your ideal temperature, stop your steam, wipe it clean, purge it again to remove any milk that might be stuck in your steam wand. And now it's time for us to pour our latte art. When you're going to be sharing the same milk in 2 cups, you need to split it into 2 jugs. So I pour it in the jug, another jug, bring it again. This helps to mix up the foam with the milk so that you can have the same amount of foam on all these 2 coffee drinks. So I'll start pouring my latte art for the Piccolo. You mix in 3/4 of the cup. You pour your simple tulip latte art on the Piccolo. Even with the plant-based milk, you can still make a good latte art for your Piccolo. For the Cortado, since it has a bit more espresso, it can be quite challenging for many people to make latte art. You can just pour a basic one like a heart or a simple tulip. And here you have it, the Cortado and the Piccolo. Same milk texture, but the amount is different, and this is what is going to contribute to the different taste of these 2 coffee drinks. Let's test them and I'll tell you who should drink a Piccolo and who should drink a Cortado. After seeing how these 2 coffee drinks have been made, you can now even know how each of them is going to taste different from each other. The Piccolo has more milk inside, and this is what makes it to be lighter in taste. It's more creamy with more of the taste of the milk than for the espresso. It's a good coffee drink for coffee lovers who want a milk-based coffee with less amount of espresso. Whereas on the other hand, a Cortado, even by just looking at the color, it shows you a balance of espresso and milk. The Cortado is going to be much stronger than the Piccolo, and if you're someone who wants your coffee with less amount of milk, or you want to taste more of the espresso than the milk, then a Cortado would be an ideal coffee drink for you. And this is how I make a Cortado and a Piccolo step by step. With this simple recipe, it's going to be very easy for you to explain it to your customers. But here's a bonus tip for baristas. You will encounter where a coffee shop will use a 3-ounce ceramic cup for the Cortado and a 5-ounce cup for the Piccolo. This is almost similar because if you use espresso cup for 1 part espresso and 1 part milk, this coffee drink is going to have more espresso. And if you are using a same recipe, 1 part espresso, 3 part milk for the Piccolo in a bigger cup, it's also going to be milky and creamy than the cortado. It doesn't matter which cup someone will prefer to use, but the most important thing is knowing the ratios of these two coffee drinks. This is the easiest way that you can differentiate the cortado from a piccolo. If you still have questions regarding the piccolo and the cortado, make sure to link it in the comment section below. I'm going to be answering all your questions. But my advice I would give you is to first test out this simple recipe that I've shared in this video and tell me, did it work for you or it didn't work for you? This is what I've learned to work well for the past 8 years working as a barista. And if you're someone who's interested in knowing more about different coffee drinks and how you can make them step by step, I would recommend for you to watch this video next, because it's a full detailed video showing you how you can make 13 of the most common hot coffee drinks using espresso machine.